From WPBF 25 News, this is continuing coverage of Milton.
Right now at 5:30, Hurricane Milton moving toward Florida right now at about 14 miles per hour. The National Weather Service describing this as, quote, catastrophic. Right now, it is at Category 5 as it is churning in the Gulf.
Meantime, the West Coast and Central Florida also seeing similar warnings. Coastal areas preparing for more than 10 feet of storm surge. They're also rushing to clear debris after Hurricane Helene. Take a look here at your screen. These watches and warnings you need to know about. 3 of our local counties under hurricane warnings, hurricane watches, and tropical storm warnings also in effect this morning. We do want to say thank you so much for staying with us here as we continue to track Hurricane Milton. I'm Nathalie Pozo.
And I'm Stephen Graves. Right now at 5:30, our team is working around the clock to track Milton for you. A 5 a.m. advisory came out recently, again, keeping it at that Category 5, now 4 as it reaches our coast. We have teams spread out across our local areas tracking the impact. As you can see behind Taylor Hernandez, some businesses already boarding up. We'll get to them in a second. First, let's start with meteorologist Sandra Shaw.
Well, I can tell you, I do not like the Gulf of Mexico. We have record heat with the waters here at 85, 86 degrees. Even spots and pockets when you hit these gyres are at 87 degrees. That water is fuel to a tropical cyclone, which is one of the reasons we have a Category 5 hurricane holding its own with 160-mile-an-hour winds, now 300 miles southwest of Tampa, Florida, where in that vicinity, really just a little south of Tampa near Sarasota, St. Pete, it is going to make landfall at about 2 a.m. early tomorrow morning. As a Category 4, doesn't lose much intensity, may even keep that intensity. Time will tell. Intensity is always one of the trickier parts of the forecast, but the cone has narrowed, so we are confident that it will make landfall in this area of southwest Florida overnight into early tomorrow morning, and then it will move across the state, still maintaining hurricane status, sweeping through Orlando, and then exiting via Daytona Beach. So most of the Florida Peninsula, really all the Florida Peninsula, which is why the governor declared a state of emergency, is going to be affected by this huge hurricane and intense Hurricane Milton. Milton is looking fresh this morning. The eye is still really clear. Have not seen an eye wall replacement cycle for the last 5-6 hours. So it's holding strong. You see all the lightning that is illuminating the right side of the eye as it continues to move north a little bit faster now, northeasterly at 14 miles an hour, which is the fastest rate of speed at this point that we have seen this tropical cyclone move. Now, look at the west side of this. It's very clear, and that's because the cold front's coming in with some drier air, and it's steering it, sadly, toward the Tampa-St. Pete area. But if some more of that dry air could maybe interact with the eye as it ascends northeastward, that would be beneficial and could play into the intensity forecast. One can only hope, but at this rate, the storm surge is not changing. 9 to 12 feet, and some spots may even see more than that. What are those spots? Well, since the cone shifted south, the peak storm surge has shifted south. So we're talking Manasota Key, the Venice exits up through Englewood, up to just south of where you see Sarasota. So you get the Venice exit, the first Venice exit, the second Venice exit southward down through Englewood, if you're familiar with that area. Beautiful beaches, and it's going to be devastating with the storm surge going through there and then exiting at about 6 feet near the Space Coast. Potential winds are, of course, hurricane force or above when you hit where the eye of the storm hits, that are going to be in excess of 130 miles an hour with the gust. For us, tropical storm force winds indicated by the purple here, sustained at about 35 to 45 miles an hour throughout the afternoon, and really starting late this afternoon. Overnight tonight, we'll see those higher wind gusts, tropical storm force to even maybe hurricane force wind gusts, which are likely for St. Lucie, Okeechobee, and Indian River counties. So up to 90 plus with the wind gust that will happen overnight tonight and tomorrow. So it's going to be a loud, kind of creepy sounding, scary night ahead. And then we get into the Port Charlotte area, Palm Bay area, still at hurricane force. Timetable is important for you to know as you prepare today, and hopefully you're already done, but in case something comes up, you're okay. Stability for the most part before noontime. Gusts will start later on this afternoon, maybe early this afternoon, 1 or 2, but then starting to really pick up late afternoon. Peak activity firing on all cylinders overnight tonight as landfall occurs at 2 a.m. on the southwest coast of Florida, and then it moves across the state. So tornadoes, high winds, fast rains, all characteristic for when we join you about 24 hours from now tomorrow morning, as we'll be on when all this is happening. Vanessa?
And Sandra, that tornado risk will definitely be increasing for South Florida, even up towards Indian River County, including Okeechobee County, as we head into the afternoon, into the evening hours. And that's when we're going to see the potential for a couple of tornadoes and even down into Palm City, Belle Glade, and working its way down into Broward County. They're under that slight risk for severe weather. Tropical impacts now for Okeechobee County. You guys are under a hurricane warning. That just means hurricane force wind gusts will be possible for Passenger up towards Yehan Junction, even parts of Okeechobee down south and near Lake Okeechobee. They're under that hurricane watch. Tropical storm force winds will be likely, especially after 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. Indian River County hurricane warning in effect for you guys. That's including Maicos, Sebastian, Fellsmere, Blue Cypress Lake. Sustained winds close to 45 and 50 miles per hour. We could see an occasional wind gusts up to 90 miles per hour with the rain bands, not just alone. And then heavy rains will be possible, and isolated tornadoes will be one of the main threats for today. Right now, first warning radar, we have some rain bands already approaching Miami-Dade. They had already 3 tornado warnings down south, 1 out towards the west coast of Florida, and the threat for tornadoes and heavier rains will be increasing by the hour. Right now, we just have a couple of light showers passing through the Treasure Coast, a few more not entering Okeechobee near Lake Okeechobee, a few more heading towards Fort Passenger and Fort Drum. That should exit out very soon. We have some light showers east of West Palm Beach, but drier conditions now in Boca Raton. Just one little shower in Broward County that should exit out in the next couple of minutes. Now, hour by hour, we'll see those rain chances increasing, especially after 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. Temperatures will be in the 80s, and that severe weather threat will be increasing after lunchtime. So just keep that in mind. We'll be on air with you. And then by 5 and 6 o'clock, we'll see more tornado warnings, most likely heavier rains, and those winds will start to increase after 6 o'clock in the evening. Your full forecast coming up in about 10 minutes.
All right, Vanessa, thank you so much. All right, we want to go to our exclusive view now in our live tracker with Caleb Califano. He is in Indian River Estates in Fort Pierce.
Yeah, Caleb, you've really been showing us some really great video this morning of the rain coming down there and some flooding that this area is dealing with.
That is right, Stephen and Nathalie. And again, the rain is continuing to fall down here in Indian River Estates. I want to take a shot here and just show you this fire hydrant halfway submerged. Earlier we showed you a mailbox, and now it's the fire hydrant. It really just shows how flooded this area can get. Let's show a road shot very quickly from our hood of our car. You can see this is the story that we've really been showing all morning. Roads across Indian River Estates really pretty much flooded, looking like canals. Now, just to preface, this area does flood from time to time, even without major rain. So they know what flooding is like here. They are prepared for it. Many of the houses are built up, so there's not any flooding threat right now. However, as I've been saying all morning, the closer and closer we get to the storm headed this way, we can see some heavier rain, and that could all change. But they know what could head this way. So you can see as we go back to the road here, you can see how flooded it can get. There's pockets of dry land, I would say dry road, but then it goes straight back to flooded road here. And as we start to see more and more rain, these spots of dry road could be flooded as well. So as I said, they're prepared for this. Many of these homes don't have a flooding threat right now, but they are prepared. They have their windows boarded up. They know what's to come. So we'll be driving around this area. We may head north a little bit along the Treasure Coast because there's other communities across the area that are known to flood as well, and we'll let you know what we see. But for now, we are live in St. Lucie County. Caleb Califano, WPBF 25 News.
Caleb, thank you so much, bringing us such great live images there from Fort Pierce. We'll check in with you in just a little bit. We want to get over to Okeechobee County right now because as Hurricane Milton gets closer and closer, there is a precautionary boil water notice that will be in effect in Okeechobee County until further notice. That advisory goes into effect at 8 o'clock this morning.